Hey, what's going on, Dr. Enea and team? My name is Jack here with Mr. and Mrs. Leeds. In this video, what I wanted to do was kind of provide some further insight as a search marketer in terms of where we're at with SEO and where we need to be at if we were to tackle some of the keywords we want to capture and how we would go about doing that if we were to work on this project together. All right, so without further ado, let me go and get started. The first thing I did was I actually pulled up your website here in a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metric of a website and see what's been working for you. What I can see right off the bat is there's not a lot of authority on your website. And authority, and that's going to be an issue because authority plays a very integral role in how Google understands how authoritative your website is, and then how quickly you rank for the keywords you want to rank for, as well as how highly you rank for them. And so, when we're doing all of our SEO work, the reason why I just mentioned Google is because Google gets the majority search traffic. I think about 85% of everyone that searches for anything uses Google, which makes sense when you think about it. When people are on their smartphones, on their laptop computer, when you're looking for a service in your local area, you don't open up like a Yext. You don't open up a Yellow Pages. You don't go through like your refrigerator, magnets, that kind of thing. Instead, what you do is you actually go out and you search up on your smartphone and you say dentist near me, dentist Colorado Springs, or dentist in Colorado Springs on the laptop, that kind of thing. And we can prove that because of how many companies that we've worked with that were doing direct mail campaigns where they were sending out mail, and they realized that there was a lot more return on their investment from doing online marketing and being found online than they were with traditional direct marketing mails and doing mailers and that kind of thing. And so now that's not necessarily to say that direct mails don't work. I'm sure if you're doing that and you've had some kind of leverage in building out your brand name and that kind of thing moving forward, I'm sure that helps. But like I said, in terms of SEO and things like that, and where people have, where we've taken current previous clients and taken them on as client, did SEO work for them. Now they don't do any direct mail at all, and they focus solely on SEO. There's actually a car window tint company that's exactly who I'm talking about, and they're seeing tremendous results in terms of the amount of leads that they're getting and the amount of business that they're getting since we've started tackling SEO and doing online marketing for them. All right, so kind of going all the way back to the authority on your website, what we need to do to start ranking you for those keywords and start bringing in you leads and business is to build that authority. And in order for us to do that, I'm going to talk about a couple of technical things. What we need to do is build out the referring domains and backlinks. Now, if you didn't know what a backlink is, it's essentially any website out there that links back to your website via a hyperlink. So, for example, if there's a blog out there that's called the dentalblog.com, and they mention your website in a new blog post, and they say, hey, if you're looking for the best Colorado Springs dental group dentists, check out drstevenea.com. And if the person clicked on that link, it would direct them to your website. So just in the fact that that blog in this example is linking back to your website is actually telling Google that you're the kind of website that other websites like to talk about, and you're the kind of website that other websites like to refer their own traffic and their visitors to, because they're basically like, hey, go check these guys out, right? And so it's a very powerful trust signal in Google's eyes, and the more of these websites that talk about your website, the more authoritative you're going to be. And that's obviously going to have a direct impact on your rankings and how highly you rank for those keywords. So right now you're sitting at about 8 websites with 10 links linking back to your website. What we need to do is we need to shoot for closer to 300 to 400 referring domains, 300 to 400 websites with about 1,000 to 3,000 backlinks. And that's really going to show that you are an authority on this website and are in this space and deserve to hold the top rankings for all the different keywords we want to capture. Now, this is something we would absolutely help you with because we do the outreach and we have our own list of outreach people and those kinds of people that can actually get your website being talked about by other websites and that kind of thing. And so we'd help you with there. The other thing that I can see is that that we're not ranking for a lot of the keywords that we want to capture. So this is actually the kind of keywords that you're actually ranking for, and as well as what your ranking is. So you can see Dr. Steve Enea, fantastic job of holding the #1 spot there, which makes sense because that is your brand name. Dr. Enea, Colorado Springs. These are the kind of things that you absolutely want to hold the #1 spot for because this is your brand name, right? So implant dentistry, you're actually getting you're getting credit for it, but for the #3 spot. Dental implants, Colorado Springs, looks like you're on the 16th spot. Restored teeth, Colorado Springs dental implants. So it looks like you're getting a lot of stuff for implants. I assumed that's the kind of thing that you were wanting to rank for. Endodontist, Colorado Springs. Looks like number 12th spot. And what we want to do is ideally, we want to rank you for anything that has to do related with dentists and dental in Colorado Springs. So what I did was I actually typed in the phrase dentist Colorado Springs to see what kind of keywords are out there. So you can see right here in Colorado Springs, there's dentist Colorado Springs gets 1,100 searches per month, which is a fantastic number. If you think about how many leads you're going to capture, if I were to do some basic math for you, let's say that you capture about let's say the volume is 1,000 just to make my math easier, and let's say that you capture about 30% going to your website, so that's about 300 people. Out of those 300 people, let's say that 10% of them actually reach out to you, right? So out of those 300 people, that's 30 people, and out of those 30 people that reach out to you, if you close on a third of them, right? If you actually get them to come in and sign up for something, that's 10 more customers per month, just in us capturing you one keyword, right? And capturing just 30% of that search volume. And as you can see, I kind of shot on the lower end for all of this. So that's the kind of potential out there, and that's just one keyword. Colorado Springs dentist is another 300 word thing. Best dentist Colorado Springs another 150. And I haven't even gotten started with some of the other keywords that we could capture, like dental Colorado Springs or orthodontist Colorado Springs, dental procedures or endodontics, treatments, implants, that kind of thing. Comfort Dental, Dental Colorado Springs Co. Another 250 here. Dental implants, 200. Emergency Dental Colorado Springs. I don't know if you guys do emergency dental. That's another 200. Modern Dental Colorado Springs. So yeah, like I said, there's so many keywords. There's so much traffic that's going into this kind of niche that you're involved in, Dr. Nia, that it is very powerful that once we get started, just how much business you can actually bring to your business. Now, this isn't always the case. Sometimes, like chiropractors, when they're not in Colorado Springs and they're in smaller towns, things like massage therapists, that kind of thing, they just don't get the sheer amount of keyword search and volume as people like in your field, like dentists, Colorado Springs, that kind of thing, plumbers, HVAC, where there's a lot of search volume and there's a lot of potential for us to make you a lot of money and a lot of business if we were to start ranking you for these keywords. And so that's the kind of thing that we would absolutely do. What we do is we kind of work backwards, make sure that we figure out the exact keyword research that we want to capture, the keyword set, and then start working our way backwards and making sure that you start ranking for those kinds of keywords that we want to capture. Now, there's a whole system and process as to how we go about ranking you for those kinds of things. Just like you're an expert in orthodontics and endodontics and implants and that kind of thing, our expertise lies in doing all the technical work on a website so that we can bring you as much business as possible. And that comes down to a lot of technical stuff like content, making sure that Google understands exactly what your website is about, making sure that we look out for keyword density, keyword cannibalization, where multiple pages are ranking for the same keyword. That's something that Google does not like to see. Site speed, so if the website isn't running very fast, that's something that we want to take a look at. Right here, dentist Colorado Springs, Colorado, Dr. Stephen Nia, dentist Colorado Springs, Colorado. So you see how it repeats itself multiple times. We need to fix that just because it's not 100% kosher with what Google's looking for from established websites. This needs to be a click to call, so we actually click on it and then it'll dial. The other thing is what we need is an opt-in form or a questionnaire form where people are like, hey, I don't know, like I don't feel comfortable calling this number or emailing, but I just do want to submit a quick question for, let's say something like name, email, maybe number, comment, submit. And then that way they can ask, hey, I don't know if this is something you guys do, but I'm looking for dentures for my teeth, and I have some time next week. Is there a good time for me to come in? Question mark. And then you could reach out to him and be like, or your team could reach out to him and say, hey, we noticed that you are looking for this. Does that sound right? Yes, blah, blah. And they just kind of go through the process, right? And so that absolutely captures a lot of traffic that way, because what we want to do ultimately is we don't want to just send you traffic to your website and visitors to your website. What we want to do ultimately at the end of the day is just literally bring you more sales, right? And bring you more leads, because we want to make sure that you realize that there is a return on your investment when you work with us. And that's the reason why we have clients that have been working with us for years, because they understand that the amount of money that they're putting with us, they're getting a lot more money back in their pocket from their marketing campaigns that they're running with us. And so that's the kind of thing that we want to focus on. So like, let's say that we're bringing in you a lot of traffic, but the one of the other metrics that we're going to have to look out for is making sure. So let's say 100 people are visiting your website per month and only one person is signing up. What we want to do is we want to make it so that three or four out of those people are actually signing up or looking into and contacting you, right? And so we're increasing your conversion rates, which effectively triples or quadruples your marketing campaign. And the thing that we do that is what's called conversion rate optimization. And what we notice is that click to call is important. That questionnaire form is huge. Right, so instead of like, because not everyone's comfortable, like I said, reaching out the phone, but just in the fact that they have this and it's just a less barrier to reach out to you, you just get a lot more leads that way and have a lot more clients coming in that way as well. So that's the kind of thing that we want to do, because our end goal, our KPI, isn't necessarily bringing you more visitors. It's really bringing you more sales. Right? And so that's the kind of thing we can absolutely do. Now, we also do paid advertising, which is a very, very powerful tool. We've honed in, because we have dentists in our portfolio, and we've gotten very good at this. We've honed in the exact demographics that we want to focus in with the target location and the ad copy, as well as the image and a good product offering, a good coupon or whatever, and it just converts like crazy. And so you're just getting leads that way as well. So in the process of us ranking you naturally and organically so that you start getting free traffic to your website, once you start hitting that first page for the keywords we want to capture, you're also getting leads through Facebook and Google AdWords and that kind of thing, and getting leads that way. So a lot of different options for us, Dr. Enea. What we need to do is we need to just kind of maybe sit down and talk about exactly what your needs are, what you're looking for from us, and then we can align our goals with what you're looking for from us, and then start ranking you for those keywords or what have you, and then go ahead and start bringing you results, because that's what we care about. All right, so I appreciate it if you watched this video all the way through. Hopefully I didn't take too much of your time. At the very least, I hope you got some insight out of this, and I look forward to talking to you soon, okay? Thank you.